Welcome back. Okay, that's another show. Very nostalgic stream. Okay, thank you, Shannon. Okay, thanks, Pam. See, I'm trying to get used to all these numbers at the bottom. See, I don't understand. Like, I have a CPU that's at 48%, and then 60 frames per second, I guess. And that's what they tell you to set that at, and that's all good. And then there's a green box, and that's what went wonky. And I have it set to automatically reconnect me. At least I did have that set. Now I see there again. I have to check to see. Really, Tony, growing up. Well, I grew up. Okay, now I'm really dating myself. Who remembers the show called The Man from Uncle? UNCLE, I think it was. Anybody remember that show? Ilya Kuryakin. And who was the other guy's name? I can see his face, but I forget his name on the show. Anyway, my maiden name was Uncle, spelled differently. UNCKEL. So, are you the girl from Uncle? Is your dad the man from Uncle? Ugh. You love the man from Uncle? Hey, good morning, JL. JL remembers. I forget the music and everything, but they were like spy guys or something, right? There's always some kind of yeah. We watched that all the time. But yeah, that was my plight. Ilya Kuryakin, the blonde. Well, he's in the oh, my husband watches it now. It's one of those CSI ones or something, right? The one that Mark Harmon was in. Is it CSI? No, I've got the wrong one. I think I might just use this way and glue it down. I mean, really, it was the kids were relentless because it was very popular. Ah, yeah. See, I'm not a blonde. I always like the dark. I like the other guy better, kind of, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Robert Vaughn. Yeah, Barb, you and I are so much alike, honestly. Yeah, Robert Vaughn. What was his name on the show though? Um, but the guy that played Kilyakin, he's on yeah CSI, right? He plays Ducky. Oh my gosh, Mark Harmon. I'm sorry to say, girls, he's hot. Even in his old age, he's hot. All right, I'm gonna glue this here and make this a tuck. I'm tucking it. I'm tucking it. Do 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 do. I might need some. Oh, well, you know what? Before I do that, let's just see if I can do something. Oh my gosh, this needle nose thing is so wonderful and annoying at the same time. Of course, it It's not annoying because my eyes aren't that great. Last night, towards the end of Rosemary Morse's stream, Popo had us playing a trivia game. Oh, that must have been fun. Oh, JL, you're right. It's not CSI. It's NCIS. You are absolutely right. All right, JL gets some points there for that. Yeah, Saint whatever. I never watched that. My dad and my mom, they used to have, a Trivial Pursuit game, but they never did the board. They would just, after they ate their dinner, they would sit and we would read the cards and ask questions. And as we grew up and they, we weren't there, they would just quiz each other. Of course, they were big, well, my mom still is, big Jeopardy watchers. Okay, so, all right, I'm thinking I've got a little bit of a shine there. So I'm thinking I might like that on that page, but I think I need something else. It just looks too flat. So let's do this. That's probably not a good idea, Lori, but we're doing it anyway. I'm going to put a little clip there. I know, me either, Gail. Yeah, Saint Elsewhere. Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. Saint something. I never watched that one. Never. All right, maybe we'll do something on that page at some point. Let's see. Well, see, this might be a good spot for, because I need this to be able to glue down. That's where it was in the original book. And I need to be able to pop out this way. So maybe this is a good spot for it. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'll clip this to this page for now. Napoleon Solo. All right, Joni, did you get it? All right. I should do that. I should look for a Trivial Pursuit game, like a Goodwill. Gosh, my mom probably still has one. What you eating, Ange? I wish I was eating. And we could do that. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down. If I can get my glue. And this is just going to be a just for fun piece that's added to the book. At least right now. To the little journal. A Dictionary of Fairy Trees. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Napoleon Solo. Away from keyboard. Gonna get wee one on a project. She's listening. Ooh, what kind of soup? Ooh, I love me some soup. My mom has the best recipe for a vegetable soup, but it takes a little bit to make it. I haven't made it in a while. Of course, it's been warm weather. Okay, so I think that works. Alrighty. Let's see what else we can do. Now, see, this is bumpy here because this was, I'm pretty sure that's mulberry paper, or it's, might not be mulberry. I don't know. It's got pieces of, can you see? I don't even know if you can really see it. It's got pieces of like rose petals or something in there. So I'm not too sure how great that will be. But this might be a good place to put some fussy cut fairies. Now, the Song of the Colt's Foot Fairy. Maybe I need a little yellow fleur. Oh, vegetable soup. That's my mom's recipe. Yeah, she made hers The base was bone broth, so, oh my gosh, love it. Actually, I probably have some bones. That looks cute, right? Just a little flower there. Flowers in her hair. Oh my gosh, Barbara. Last night, it was late. I don't know what's wrong with me, girls. I hate going to bed. I hate going to sleep. I feel like I want to be doing more stuff. And it's nonsense. I know, it's nonsense. But, am I frozen again? Potatoes, carrots, onions, peas. Yep. Yeah. I usually have bones in the freezer. Oh, you know what? I'm on the old stream that I lost. You just lost me. I'm not live and up to date. Oh, my phone's dying anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to shut that off. Good morning, Anne. Is it Ann Lar? Is it our dear Ann Lar? Ann Lar, there she is. Okay, so what was I telling Barbara? Barbara, what was I thinking? Oh, so I stayed up, and there's nothing on TV, okay? It's really late. Look, isn't that cute? And I can cut that off. And it came up on my screen. I don't know why, but I could watch a full episode of Carol Burnett. I loved Carol Burnett's show. Absolutely loved it. And she had this one star on. Now, I remember it mostly being skits, but this particular episode, she had Phyllis Diller on, and so Phyllis did a stand-up routine, and then she had Bobby Gentry on. She sang a couple of songs, and then she had this other gal on, and I'm forgetting her name. She was a dancer. Her singing voice was a little different, but they started the intro. She was in pink, a pink pantsuit with bell bottoms, of course. And, oh, Anne's in Florida. She weathered the storm, never lost her power. Wonderful. All right, Kathy's back. She did a grocery list. Yeah, I lost myself. And they keyed up the music and it started, and I'm thinking, no, it can't be. And it was. Hold on, you're moving too fast. You got to make the morning last, just kicking down. And it was, I'm telling you, groovy. I love those old shows. My husband, not so much. Is Aunt Beck still here? Aunt Beck, I watched a couple more episodes of Doc Martin. Oh my gosh, I love that show. If you can get it, watch Doc Martin. The man that plays Doc Martin is, I'm sorry, a very different type of looking person, and I think some of it is because that's how they want him to look, because when you look at pictures of the actor, and of course when he was younger, he was a nice looking man. He was, he didn't look too bad, and but they've got his hair real short, so you can see he's got big flopping ears. But oh my gosh, he keeps telling people, stop talking, stop talking. All right, so Anne made out well. Good to hear. And Beth, I was wondering if Beth would stream. I saw her message that said they were doing okay, and then I saw that she was on last night. So I guess she made out okay, right? Seems like it, so that's wonderful. Doc Martin is fat. You watch it too, boy? Oh, he's married to the producer of the show. Excellent. And I love the girl who plays Louisa. And I'm telling you what, I would never like the name Louisa. But now, he does have big flopping ears. She asked him, she's married to Louisa, and she asked him to do something. And he said yes, he would do it. And she reached up to go give him a kiss, and he's like, I'll do it right now. He's just so funny. I'm sorry, you have to watch it to know, but he's just so, really, he's very rude. No nonsense, you know, he just, I love when he says, stop talking, stop talking. Yeah, I don't know. Aunt Beck said it's cold, cold rain. Oh my gosh. My sisters, well, my one sister in particular said, because they got me started on Grantchester. And if you know anything about Grantchester, it's about, what do they call those guys? They don't call him a priest. They call him a vicar. And the first vicar was, okay, I just said I don't care for blondes, but he's a blonde, like a strawberry. Well, I do like gingers. A strawberry blonde. And what was his name? Sydney? I know, right, Kelsey? I'm just being honest. He's got big ears. I mean, you could hang stuff. But see, when you look at pictures of him when he was a younger fella, his hair was a little longer. You didn't really notice that. And it really was not a bad-looking guy. Oh, yes, absolutely British. They live in Port Wyn. So then Stanley moved on. You know what? I'm just going to take off. You know, sometimes with fussy cutting like this, I think, oh my God, I can't cut that off. But I can. I can cut it off. It's mine. I can do what I like. Nobody's going to look through this book and say, oh, I see you cut off that one flower. Ian said, at one point, Ian was right over my location. Now Ian is ready to land in South Carolina. See, that's where Aunt Beck is. Strawberry blonde. I dated a redhead for a while. And then he started to get on my last nerve, so that was the end of that. I would love to see a picture of him now, but I can't find him. I can't find him on social media. Barbara says 52, no complaints. Soon it'll be 52 below. Oh, God bless you. Yeah, they made some changes, so it's hard to get the recent episodes. But if you can, watch it from the beginning. I don't want to do a spoiler, but the first episode is an absolute hoot. Absolute hoot. All right, I know this is really being fussy. But I do want her to have the little sprig of flowers. Look, I'm making paper dust on my page. Not good. Not good. Maybe I can do a pocket down here. See, the other thing too, you can go right over that tabbed binding, right? I could put that in there like that. Let's see, this got all a bit crinkly when I, you know, coffee stained it. I don't know what our temperature is here. So when spring started, I had this thought in my head that I was going to work towards attracting bluebirds. Didn't go well. Really didn't have what I needed to attract them, apparently, and certainly didn't have it early enough in the spring to attract them. I got the idea mostly because I thought I saw bluebirds looking at our one rental property here in my garden out my back door here. They like mealworms. So went to Walmart, bought some, what do you call those? Like suet things that birds like, that wild birds like. I didn't realize they like spicy stuff. So bought some of that stuff to put, bought the little hanger thing to put the suet in. And bought the mealworms, ordered the special bird feeder on Amazon. You know, it's supposed to protect the food for the bluebirds. I think I shared this before. The stinking grackles were just knocking into it and knocking it all on the ground. Ugh. I got discouraged. Anywho, no bluebirds, needless to say. And then I had yellow warblers checking out the rental. Well, young couple, but they were rude. They never got back to us. They didn't come back. Something they didn't like. I mean, it's a nice little property. Anywho, I've got mealworms left. So I put them out in a gourd that we have that really needs to be repainted. But it's not a gourd birdhouse. It's like a gourd bird feeder. It's got big holes cut in the side. So maybe I'll rough this up. We're gonna start out rough. Who said that? Who said that? We're gonna take it rough. We're gonna start out rough. I think that's how she said it. Singer, female singer. You could so. Oh my gosh, Malaya, really? Won't build a nest in your dryer vent years ago, but the problem is my cats. Ooh, well, yeah, I guess they're tasty. If I ever saw a bluebird in person, I think I just would freak out. My hairdresser gets them. I should get my husband on it. He can figure anything out. You were just on a waddle yesterday, and you Tina Turner, Barbara. We're going to start out rough. I can't tell you how many times I think of that. Yeah, see, I get all the... I'm sorry, is this rude? I get all the boring birds, too. Robins, cardinals, sparrows. Tree sparrows, they're kind of pretty. They're real black, but they have a metallic, shimmery kind of blue to their feathers, and they're pretty. And they build a nest. They've been building a nest in our front yard garden for 2 or 3 years now, at least. And do 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 do. No, I guess they're not boring. My dad loved cardinals. But those trees, I think it's sparrow. I don't think it's swallow. Tree sparrows, tree swallows, tree sparrows, I think. And they're little babies. We can see them, reaching their heads up and squawking in the bird box. I mean, I can sit in my car and watch them, right? Hey, Carol, good morning. Okay, Carol's got a tip for me. Lori, when using OBS or Streamlabs, you need to fill the whole area with your desktop or it's outlined in black. Okay, Carol, can I change that like while I'm streaming? Let me try. Yeah, I do see a black border now that you say that. Is that better? Hey, Carol. Wonderful. Thank you, Carol. Let's see if that's any better. Anyway, okay, let's see if I can get a little ink-a-dink on this little gal. When those babies move it back down. Okay, hold on. Joni says move it back down. Like that. Oh, she said, no, I can't. No, bring it back down and pull the sides out. I did pull the sides out. Is that better? I think my, I don't know if my phone just died. Maybe I'm on the red. I'm on the red. Let me just see if I can get a look for myself. See, I'm so lagged. Okay, so I think that looks like it might be okay. Tell me. Too low. Too low now. Crack it up. Oh, Joni, you should have been around when I was trying to use my, it should show, yeah, I do see the outline of my square. I'm just not sure where I should put my square, if you know what I mean. See, I've got it way huge. So I want the red line to be right at the top. Do. Oh, there I go. I see it. Oh, I kept myself small. My phone's going to die. Is anybody getting dizzy? I got to watch my time, 11:30, because Miss Lena will be coming on shortly. But I think overall, without some of my little glitches that I've had, I think so far, I'll watch the replay and see, but I think so far this may be a good thing. Anywho, I forgot what I was saying. Anywho. Do. Oh, those tree sparrows. Oh my gosh, when those babies are born and when they start to get a little older, it's like they call all their relatives. We can't even get in our car without being afraid of being attacked. You need to be within the OBS square. Yeah, I think I am, though. I think I am. Oh, Carol, that would be so sweet. I've watched several videos, but I'm a little dense. I'm either learning by doing or watching you. And like when you watch the videos, it's like so fast for me. So there's like 15 to 20 sparrows that come and just swoop and swoop and swoop, and we can't get out to the mailbox. I mean, when my grands are here, it's like they got to run to the car to get in the car. And we don't know where they all stinking come from. It's like Harry and Phyllis's kids are getting old enough. We got to go over to their place and swarm. You use OBS and Streamlabs. Yeah, I was saying to the girls when I first came on, I've had this on my desktop for, yeah, that's not sticking. Let's add a little more. I've got a bit of a shine. And I got so frustrated with StreamYard with my camera popping and my autofocus. Well, maybe it wasn't StreamYard. It might be Logitech. Maybe I'm blaming the wrong person, the wrong entity. Anyway, I'm going to try this. So, yeah, and I started out talking about my mealworms. So the grackles in the spring, they were knocking the heck out of my bird feeder. You know, it's supposed to be for little birds. Well, okay, they can't land on there and put their little grubby paws and sit there, but they knocked the crap out of it till it all got knocked on the ground, and then they'd get the worms. So, smart me, I take peanut butter, mix it. My husband's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm making peanut butter mealworm. Okay? So I mixed up the peanut butter and the mealworm, and I built a wall to hopefully keep, I thought it was a brilliant idea. Guess what? It wasn't. Keep the mealworms where the smaller birds could reach their little beaks in there and get it. But when the grackles whacked it, you know, it wouldn't jump out. They wouldn't jump out and fall on the ground. Well, it didn't work. They whacked the heck out of it anyway. Ugh. The hummingbirds got mad because you didn't fill the feeder due to yellow jackets somewhere nearby. I tried to do the quick hummingbird nectar, and I bought the bag stuff at Walmart. Man, our hummers did not like that. They only like it when we make the I guess if I'm going to put her there, I don't really need her legs. I'm taking her legs off. Oh, maybe I'll put her legs on top. If I put her here, maybe I could put her little legs on top. I got some white stuff down there. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Anyway. Anywho. That was it for the bluebirds. And I got so ticked off at the grackles. I mean, okay, I know the grackles have to eat too. But I had stuff out for them. Well, they just ate it all. I'm sorry, they're just little pigs. Little pigs they are. Alright, so now if I put her here, let's see if I can get enough glue on her. Alright, so I have to work on my screen, the size of my screen. I've got to oh, Carol, are you still here? Do you have to reset? Like, I had an issue when I first came on. I thought I had, well, I know I did move it to 1080, but it popped back to, or whatever, when I did my new scene or whatever they call it, it popped it back to 480. So I stopped that stream and fixed that and figured out how to do that. Boy, this is not easy to glue stuff to. This here bumpy paper. That's just not working. Let's see, I don't want her to lift up. I wonder if this stuck. Yeah, that looks like it's stuck. I saw the one spot. It seems like it saves the settings. Barbara says, don't encourage birds at my house. We have tons of windows. Oh, yeah, I'm flying into them. And no, I'm not putting decals on my windows. Yeah, Yeah, I have some matte gel. It's buried. I've got some other stuff sitting here. I can always. You should stay what you pick and haven't had to reset it. Okay, thanks, Carol. So now I have mealworms left over. Don't feel like really putting them in the freezer and try. I mean, they're not, you know, terribly expensive, but they're not cheap. You look at that big of a bag. So now I'm trying to get some birds to eat those mealworms. And today, when I was looking out the window before oh, here's part of the problem. Look, I've got, there was a golden finch out there. And I had the mealworm gourd sitting funny. So I thought, well, let me take down my Hummer feeder because they're gone, right? They're on their way south. And Malaya said we had a blue jay fly right into. Yep. Well, one knocked into our. It wasn't a blue jay. I forget what it was. It might have been a robin. Flew into our slider doors. Okay, now will that look weird if I put her legs on the outside? Alright, I might think about that. I might think about adding those little leggies. And my husband, you know, sometimes they just think they know everything. I said, you need to come get this bird. It killed itself. It flew into the, okay, can I be honest? Our sliders aren't that clean, alright? So I don't know if this guy was on his way to an eye exam. My husband said, well, sometimes they just, you know, stun themselves. Hook it up. He'll fly away. Well, guess what? Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't, no, I guess it was. And there was a dead one laying out on my neighbor's. That one was a cardinal. But he didn't get up. He killed himself. Alright, I put a lot of glue on that. So I'm going to come back. Oh, look. I got another side. Look, part of this, I had too much glue here. And this is very fibrous. Whatever I decide, I'm pretty sure it's mulberry. I can't think of what else it would be. And I had too much glue on this tab. It's not hot glue, so I don't think it's going to come off. You don't have to be this persnickety when you're making stuff. But I can't help it. I just can't help it, guys. Yeah, I don't know if I heat that up. I don't think that'll... Look, there's yellow flowers there. Maybe I just need to stick another yellow flower there. Hello. Captain Obvious. Captain Obvious. Let's see. I think that's a good idea. Maybe I should cut one in half. But I don't want it to... Yeah, we're going to have to lose some of those petals. The blue jay lived that hit? Yeah, see. I mean, I know a lot of times they do that. But this guy went down. I mean, I knew he was out for good. But my husband doesn't believe me in these cases. Okay, so that'll work. Let's hot glue that baby on. All right. And then maybe we need another one down here. Coltsfoot Fairy. Maybe we'll put another little. He's too light yellow, I think, for me. Let's get one of these. This one looks really dark. I don't know if you can see. I've got my. That looks alright. I wonder how it would look if I grunged it a little bit. Let's grunge it. El Grunjo. Alright, I need something, I think, exciting on this side. Something exciting. What shall we make that's exciting? Well, I haven't gotten a lot done, that's for sure. Of course, I don't know if my clock stopped. It's still only 11:35. Feels like I've been on here forever. Ugh. At least he listens. Yeah, but I would have a hard time with that. Well, see, I have a thing about birds anyway. They kind of freak me out a little bit. I could do a little bit of a freak out with the birds. That kind of looks cute there. This is kind of flimsy, though, to be like to make a tuck. So, we need to glue that onto something. Oh my gosh, Gail. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. Judy, Judy, Judy. Alright, so now I'm looking for a piece of cod. If I can find a piece of cod. Something that's going to... Okay, this is really heavy. This is really, really heavy. Alright, let's glue that on. Yeah, see, I don't want to fussy cut all this. I think I can. I think I can. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm getting carried away. Maybe I'll use my score tape. Alright, so let me tell you this. So I have two great nephews. And one is 3, the other is 1. And the one who is 3, when he was born, he was really little. I know he was little. My niece found he had some, let's just say, like a little bit of seepage, or it just seemed some kind of fluid coming out of his neck. So, of course, she took him to the doc. And, once she investigated, it wasn't right away. She would see this little buildup, and then when she cleaned it off, she could see that there was a little bit of weepage or oozing in his little neck. And apparently when the babies are in the womb, for them to breathe, for lack of a better term, gills, they've got some kind of an opening or a duct that stays open. And then as they grow and it's time for them to be born, in most cases, that heals and, you're good to go. Well, for Grayson, the one didn't heal or grow closed like it should. It stayed open. So they didn't want to operate on him when he was a wee little lad. So they said, we'll do it when he turns 2, which they did. Everything went well. He did marvelous. So it's been like 17 months. So the other day, the kid's got a cold, got a fever, not feeling good, laying around. So she's taking his fever, checking him out. And he's got a staple in his neck. What she said is a staple. My niece said he's got a staple in his neck. And it looked very irritated and It looked infected. And the kid's running a fever, right? So they take him to the ER. And the ER people say, we're not going to touch him. The fever is from the cold. It's not related. Gosh, I don't know how they can tell this stuff. The fever's not related to the thing in his neck, but you need to take him back to the surgeon. Well, we're all like, you know. So she calls the girl that answers the emergency line for a surgeon. And she said, well, it's not a staple because we don't use staples. It's probably a suture. And my niece said, it is not a suture. It's metal. And she said, well, maybe it's a clip. Okay. Well, we're like, oh my gosh, you know, we're like, get him to the doctor. Well, they couldn't see him till Tuesday. I guess the surgeon wasn't in till Tuesday. This kid is so stinking cute. He's so good. So they take them, and we don't know whether this is true or not, but the surgeon said they put a clamp or a clip, whatever they call it, a clamp or a clip. I mean, it looked like a staple. It looked like, you know, when you get a box, say like a furniture box, like has a table in it, like say from Target or wherever, and you pull out those big staples, okay? I mean, it looks small. I mean, I could show you a picture, but I don't want to because some people might be squeamish, so you don't want to see that on the. But it looked like it was ready to explode and just like, you know, pop right out of the kid's neck. But they say they put it deep down in their throats, and it's supposed to just stay there, I guess, forever. Well, his body rejected it. 17 months, okay? Apparently it was no big deal. The doctor popped it right out. You know, the kid is fine. He got to go to Target and pick out a treat afterwards. She said he was so good. But can you imagine? At first, my sister said, Grayson's got a staple in his neck. The first thing I thought is, how in the world would he pick up a staple and, you know, shoot it into his neck? Like, how could that happen? And then my sister Nancy said it was all red and it looked pussy. And I never even put the two together. My sister Nancy said, is it near his surgery site? And sure enough, that's exactly where it was. Okay? So I don't know whether the docs were, he's fine. But can you imagine? I don't know. You got to keep a watch. I didn't do that so well. I don't know. I mean, I understand we're all human and we can make mistakes. And maybe they don't want to worry parents, but you think they would say, now he's got a piece of metal in his neck. It's very small. It will stay there. It's, you know, it won't cause any issue, you know, that kind of a thing. Just so if anything did happen, you'd be aware. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, when you get a splinter, like my brother-in-law would say, you know, when you get a splinter, if you can't find it and you have something in your hand or your finger, I mean, at some point it's going to explode. It's going to get all infected and it's going to like a volcano. So that's what I was thinking. It was, you know, going to kind of just explode on them and come out. But gosh, I wish I had, like, I do have an oval die cut. Maybe I'll do that. I think I would like an oval die cut. It just adds some words in there. What time is it? It's quarter till 3. Just you and me. Do. I think maybe I need some something around this here little tuck spot. Barbara says, okay, so this surgeon sounds like a plastic surgeon. He was an ear, nose, and throat guy. Ear, nose, and throat. You know, but the things you just don't think about, at least I don't, and you don't expect. You know, you think the kid's all good. And he was good. He is good. You know, really, it was not. They were all very calm about it because it really wasn't, you know, life-threatening or any of that jazz, which is wonderful. All right, Joni says, you know, I need to do a live stream and share what I'm making so you guys can help me with some things. I have questions about it. Oh, yes, Joni. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if I can get this. It's just, I was telling my 93-year-old neighbor about it, and she said, nothing surprises me anymore. But I was surprised. I gotta say, I was surprised. Okay, so, you know, I know you're not supposed to rub your ink pad, but sometimes I can't help it. I just do it, and I don't really mean to do it. And it does, when you do that on these, like linen type ink pads, it really does pick up pieces of the fiber, and then you get clumps that it doesn't look so nice. I missed what Barbara said. Hi, Sophia. Okay, that's upside down. Now I turned the paper, but did I turn the... Girls, I'm just so terrible at this. Okay, so this is the way I want it. So let's re-ink. Judy. All right, let's see. I'm going to put a little... just a little ink-a-ma-dink on there. And then I think I want to try to darken this edge. Oh, you worked in the ER, Gail? Ugh. God bless you. Thankful for people that can do that work, because that would be very difficult for me. You know, there's the whole blood thing, first of all. Okay. Now, I didn't have too much. It was really quite an issue to get my glue to adhere on the other side of this page. So I don't think I want to do the regular, you know, the Golden Matte Medium kind of glue. And I guess it won't be too much. As far as if I use, you know, they always say, oh, Shannon's an RN. Oh, respiratory. I had a friend that did that, respiratory therapist. She had some cool stories. Oh, Sophia's not feeling well. I got the double whammy flu jab. 5th. COVID jab yesterday. I'm fine. Just a bit tired. Wiped out. Oh. I hope you start feeling better soon. All right, Kathy. I'm going to get out of here too in just a few minutes. I think what I'm going to do is maybe I'll use my, we'll see how this glues down. Maybe we'll use my Fabri-Tac. Retired. Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you doing that work, because I'll tell you what would we do without you folks, really, you know? All right, so we had a flu flips today. Had a few glicks today. I'm just going to do these two sides and make it like a tuck spot. And I added this to a piece of chipboard so that it would be a little more sturdy. And I'm just going to add that on there. And nothing really came to me to add to that one little leaf and lilies of the valley. So I'll think of that. See, the thing of it is, when you start working in your little books and you just get adding stuff to the pages, it takes a while, you know. And so this book, I've already had the spine and have just started to decorate. So this I had done before I came on today. So created a little pocket there. This is an envelope that I chose. And so we decorated that envelope as a pocket. It's got a little tuck in there. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to put this guy here. I just feel like it needs, I don't know if I'm out of frame, girls. I have to work on that, the framing. And this is going to be another tuck spot. I think that'll go well with that page. I've got to ink that. And then I've got my little flip out. A dictionary of fairy trees. It's always good to have in your journal, is it not? Yeah, okay, before Lena comes on. Okay, all right, thanks, Gail. And then we made a pocket here, added this little girl. So really not too much, but it takes time, right? But so much fun. All right, thanks for your patience. I was trying to work out my OBS Studio, and we'll see going forward how that works out for me. So once it got settled down, and I've got to work out a few more things, and of course it's a learning process, so hopefully I'll get better at it. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. Have a great day. Lena should be on, let's see, it's Friday, so Lena should be on in really just a few moments. I'm going to grab some lunch, call my neighbor, and then hopefully I can check back in. And I think that's all I have to remind you. Or let's see. Yeah, Friday. Can't believe it's Friday. Can't believe it's almost October. Ugh, I gotta order a shower gift. Here's the thing. Our friends are now live in Colorado, so they're coming east so we can celebrate. Their son was just married. Celebrate with them. Jen, oh yeah, Jen's birthday party tomorrow. Her birthday stream, so make sure you watch for that. Sophia, hope you're feeling better. And Calico Kate, she's on the mend. Hopefully Aunt Beck's wrist is feeling better. And don't forget her mom-in-law. She had a tumble, so let's keep her in our thoughts as well. All right, girls, I think that's it for me. I'm going to sign off. Barbara, thank you. Gail, thank you. And I'll see you all soon. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Now, let's see if Lori can figure out how to stop the stream. Woohoo! All right.